Morning students, today we are going to see Unit 13 Structural Organization of Animals. The variety in nature and habit of animals in the biosphere are quite amazing and interesting. What we see around us may be just few. There are innumerable species living in the world. Innumerable, uncountable species living in this world. We have learned in lower class about the classification of animal kingdom. Animals and plants are classified into animal kingdom, animal and plant kingdom. Kingdom Animalia. Animal kingdom is Kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia is divided into two groups, that is invertebrates and chordates. There occur a great diversity in the habitat. Living environment is called habitat. Structural organization. Structural organization means the organs are present and outside structure of the organism and mode of reproduction between the animals existing on earth. In this chapter, we will understand the structural morphology, outside structure and anatomy. The organs are present inside and the function. In invertebrates, leech, example leech, and a vertebrate, example rabbit. Indian cattle leech. Scientific name Hirudinaria granulosa. The taxonomic position. Phylum Annelida. Class Hirudinida. Hirudinia. Order Naptodilida. Genus Hirudinaria. Species Granulosa. The taxonomic position. All the organism is divided into two: plant kingdom, animal kingdom. The plant kingdom and animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is divided into 12 phylums. One of the phylum is Annelida. The phylum is divided into class, that is Hirudinia. The next class is divided into many order. That order is Naptodilida. Order is divided into many genus. That genus is Hirudinaria. The species Granulosa. In always the scientific taxonomic name is two part. One is species name, another half is genus name. So Hirudinaria granulosa. Habit and habitat. In Leech, habit and habitat. Habit, the character. Habitat, the environment. Hirudinaria granulosa, Indian cattle leech, is found in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. It lives in freshwater, ponds, lakes, swamp and slow stream. They are ectoparasite. Ecto means they are living outside the host, and feed on blood of fishes, frogs, cattle and human. They feed on the blood of fishes, frogs, cattle and human. It is sanguivorous in nature. Sanguivorous means blood-sucking organism. Leech is sanguivorous in nature. External morphology of leech. External morphology means outside appearance. The outside appearance, the leech shape and size. The body of leech is soft, vermiform. Vermiform means leech is a worm-like structure. Soapbummiform. Elongated and segmented. Lengthy stretches segmented. It became ribbon shaped when extended, almost cylindrical when contracted. Leeches may grow to the length of 35 centimeter. The leech extended that time looked like a ribbon. When it contract looked like a cylinder. Then coloration. Dorsal surface is olive in color. Ventral surface orange yellow or orange red in color. Segmentation. Segmentation is metamerism of the body. The body of leech is metamerically divided into 33 segments. Metamerism means divided is equally same size. So metamerically divided into 33 segments. The segments are arranged one behind the other. Each segment further superficially subdivided. Each segment is divided itself, superficially subdivided into rings or annuli. Each segment is divided into small ring-like structure, that is annuli. A temporary clitellum is formed on segment 9 to 11, which is meant produce a cocoon during the breeding season. The cocoon produced during the breeding season. Breeding means reproduction period. Next, receptor. On the dorsal side there are 5 pair of eyes on the first 5 segment. 5 pairs of eyes. Then the body 33 segment. Each segment has sensory receptor. Each segment has sensory receptor, that is called annular receptor. First 5 segment is having 5 pair of eyes. Then each segment has annular receptor. It located each annulus or ring-like structure. Segmental receptor are located in the first annular of each segment. Each segment is have many ring-like structure, many annulus. The first annulus is called segmental receptor. Annular segmental receptor. Next is sucker. The leech has 2 suckers. Leech has 2 suckers. They are located in anterior end and posterior end. The anterior end is having sucker. That sucker is called anterior sucker or oral sucker, which is ventral in position, occupying the first 5 segment. Anterior sucker is present in the first 5 segment. The posterior sucker is formed by the fusion of last 7 segment. Anterior sucker is helping in feeding, while both the suckers help in attachment and locomotion. Both the suckers are helping attachment and locomotion. Anterior sucker and posterior. Next, external aperture. Apertures means opening. First one, leech has nearly 5 apertures are present. First one, mouth. It is located in the middle of anterior sucker. It is located in the middle of anterior sucker. Second aperture is anus. Anus is small aperture that open on the mid-dorsal side of 26th segment. Anus is small aperture that opens on the middle dorsal side of 26th segment. Next is nephridiopore. Nephridiopore is a working as a kidney. Nephridia open to the exterior by 17 pair of nephridiopore. Totally 17 pair of nephridia pores are present. They lie ventrically on the last annulus of each segment from 6th to 26th segment. Nephridia pore totally 17 pairs are present. Each annulus, each ring-like structure annulus, each segment have one pair of nephridia pore. Totally 17 pair from 6th segment to 22nd segment. The nephridia pores are present. Next is male genital pore. Male genital pore. It mid-ventral opening situated between the second and third annuli of 10th segment. Male genital pore is present 10th segment, that is present between the second and third annuli of 10th segment. Next, female genital pore. It lies mid-ventrally between second and third annuli of 11th segment. It is present 11th segment, the second and third annuli of 11th segment. Divisions of the body. Leech body is divided into 33 segments. The 33 segment is divided into 6 regions. The first region is cephalic region, the segment 1st to 5. The segment 1st to 5th segment, cephalic region. The second one, pre-clitellar region, 6th, 7th and 8th segment. Next, clitellar region, 9, 10 and 11th segment is clitellar region. Middle region, 12 to 22nd segment, middle region. Caudal region, 23rd to 26th region. Segment is caudal region. Posterior sucker, 27th to 33 segment is posterior sucker. Body wall. Leech body wall outside skin. Body wall of leech include 5 layers. Body wall of leech is 5 layers. First layer, outermost layer, cuticle, waxy layer. Second layer, epidermis, which lie below the cuticle. The next to cuticle is present epidermis. Next to cuticle is present epidermis. Next to epidermis, third layer is dermis. Third layer is dermis. This is connective tissue. Fourth layer is muscular layer, formed of circular and longitudinal muscles are present. Fourth layer is muscular layer. Here circular and longitudinal muscles are present. Fifth layer, botryoidal tissue, lie beneath longitudinal muscles and fills the entire coelom around the gut. Botryoidal tissue lies beneath longitudinal muscle, fills the entire coelom around the gut. Body structure gut. Coelom means cavity. Now locomotion. Leech locomotion. Locomotion means movement. Locomotion means movement. The leech movement is 2 types. One is crawling or looping. Crawling or looping, jumping. For example, jumping. This type of movement is brought about the contraction and relaxation of muscles. The 2 suckers serve for attachment during movement of the substernum. Substernum means the leech move which area, that place, the thing is called substernum. The leech is attached to something, that something is called substernum. The suckers serve for attachment during movement on a substernum. Swimming movement. Leeches swim very actively and perform undulating movement in water. Leech move in the water very fastly, very actively.